Hello, 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 my friends. Welcome in. It's great to see you all. Hello, Dee and Vicky. Mark, welcome in. Yarn Barf, great to see you. And Miss Stephanie, awesome to see you tonight, sweetheart. How are you doing? Let's see, did we miss anybody else? Nope, looks like I got everybody that's here so far. I was very, very late putting up my notification for tonight because I was out in the yard making putting up some fencing for the babies, making sure that no dogs want to break into the yard. We were putting up some barbed wire fencing. We got 2 rows run around the entire yard today, minus one little spot that I will be able to get finished this week while the king's at work, or I guess tomorrow while the king's sleeping before he goes to work. We will be gone for a little bit. We're going to go away for a night or two. Going to go do some camping with our bike club. So we're trying to get everything ready and set up for that. It's been crazy around here. Hello, Miss Christy. It's great to see you, sweetheart. What you working on? I've actually been crocheting a little bit. Can you believe it? I haven't touched a hook in so long, other than to do a little bit of working on my dress that I'm making. But I got a commission, so of course, when I get an order, I, tend to be a little more diligent about that. Well, a lot more diligent about my crocheting. I will show you what I've got so far. I haven't completed her yet, but she's looking kind of cute so far. If you're into headless girls, anyways. We have our little body right here. Back her up a little bit. And her arms and her feet are purple. They're not blue. 10 months. Awesome. Thank you so much, Dee. Noelle, welcome in. It's great to see you. Angela, welcome in. Great to see you, sweetheart. But this is Jessica Rabbit. In her pattern, she was just like this. I, however, know that Jessica Rabbit is a more gifted lady. So I added my own bit to the pattern. And let's see. There we go. So she will be correct. So I will have to sew those on, and then of course I will have to alter the dress to include room for those. But I thought that was kind of fun. Her arms are posable. She has 20 millimeter wire inside of her. Now I did not put wire in the legs, but the legs are rather posable with the way that the pattern is written as is. So I have to make her head yet, and her head will be one that's kind of like my witch, right above my shoulder here, where her head, can stick. It sticks on this pole, and therefore you can twist it and turn it and, pose her so she can have different attitudes in different directions and whatnot. Gotta go grab a snack. Grab me one too, Noelle. But I should be able to finish her before the end of the week, hopefully. I just have to do her head, her skirt, and top, obviously. And then she has a wig cap. So she's going to be gorgeous. This is a really nice pattern. I found it on Etsy. The only problem I had is, for whatever reason, when I try to print it, it prints the first 2 pages fine. The third page it stops halfway through printing that page. And then when you tell the printer to spit out that page, it starts back over from the very first page, prints those 2 pages, then the third page, it stops halfway through, and it just keeps doing that round and round and round in a circle. So I said, well, this time I'll work from the device. I like to have my patterns printed. I'm more analog. I like to have the pattern in hand so that if I want to write any notes or make any changes, such as her tatas, stuff like that, I can write it right into the pattern. And that way I only have to figure it out once. If I make the pattern again, it's already been figured out and I have my notes there to rely on. It being in the computer, I know you can probably edit it somehow, but I'm not technically, you know, I'm not good with all the technology stuff. So it's just easier for me when it's on paper. Hello, Miss Ivy and Chris. Welcome in. It's great to see you both. Hello, Lisa. Welcome in. I was trying to get myself prepared last night because there was a few things that I wanted to be able to show you guys this week. So I did get a few things rounded up yesterday. Thankfully, I worked ahead because otherwise I'd be sitting here tonight going, what do we do? It's like I said, I just got in the house. Like when I was setting up the live, when the notification went out, that's when I got in the house. Like, oh, it's been go, go, go. Hello, Sugar Diamond. Welcome in. It's great to see you. But I had some people ask me about some of my hand spun yarn. I do have a few hanks available. So I thought since we're here, I would go ahead and show those. If there's any interest, you're more than welcome to tell me here or email me after the live. My email is very easy. It's the channel name at yahoo.com. I also have a few bags I can show you, and I've been making some more candles if you've been watching my tabs post, so you guys can see some of those as well. And I have decided how much I will accept for those if anybody does want one. Now, the only reason I'm talking about stuff that's for sale is because I was asked about it. Like, I have no problem selling things. That's just not my main focus. So I sometimes forget to show the things that I have. But since I had been asked about it, I'm like, you know what? It's a good time. Let me get that gathered up and show everybody while we're all gathered in a circle, you know? Hello, Lois. Welcome in. Miss Sally, welcome in. Sonja, welcome in. It's great to see you all. I hope I didn't miss anybody else. Let me see. Oh, Miss Tracy snuck in. Hello, Miss Tracy. Welcome in. Are you studying tonight? Are you packing up? How's the packing going? And did your other half get the job? I know he had an interview coming up, but I don't remember exactly when it was. And sorry to, like berate you with so many questions, boom, 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 but got to do it when I'm thinking about it. All right, let's see. First off, we have, let's see, I might need a little bit more light on the situation. Now, I don't have yardage on these. I calculated the yardage before, and I can do it again before I send them out if they're wanted. Excuse me. Let's see. But these are hand spun by me, so they are $60 a hank. This one here is blues, tans, and a bit of green. Now this one I did not dye, but I did spin. And I can take pictures and put on my community tab as well. Oh, okay. Thank you, Dee. Thank you very much. I will get you wrote down. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That snuck by me. I didn't even see it. It went by so fast. My goodness. Yes, the interviews this morning. He got the job. Oh, yes. Oh, Tracy, I'm so excited. That is awesome news, sweetheart. I know that you are excited and, you know, ready to get this new chapter of your life on the go. Fiber Jazz Rebecca, welcome in. It's great to see you, sweetheart. Okay, next we have, oh, I don't know. That's not very good, is it? Let's see. Does that help the color? A little bit. So this one has a sparkle in it. You're not seeing the sparkle very good at all. Let's see. Nope. I'm not seeing the sparkle. Boy, as much money as you spend for these cameras, you'd think they'd show a good picture. But this one is pinks and turquoise and some dark, almost black, like chocolatey, blackish, gray color. It's very hard to pinpoint the exact color because they're playing so well together. There we go. It's been a while ago since I spun this one up. But it's approximately between a 1 and a 2 weight. So the yardage is going to be decent on it. It is a 4-ounce hank. So same size as what you would get in a hand-dyed hank, if not just a little bit bigger. Yes, it would. That would be a beautiful scarf. Thank you, Miss Sally. I will get you wrote down in just a moment. Oh, no. Stephanie's buffering. Hopefully it's not on my end. To get you ladies wrote down, and I did not get a chance to get the replay people from last week, so I will do that as soon as the live ends. And because I forgot, everybody that has commented on last week's live will be entered in, and thank you very, very much for making your comment. There we go. Hello, Miss Samantha. Welcome in. And Suzanne, welcome in. Oh, that sounds wonderful, Samantha. It's wonderful for you to help out the hospital. Hello, Tina. Welcome in. It's always wonderful to see you. Thank you for stopping by. This one here is hand-dyed and hand-spun by me. It is pinks and pastel greens, baby blues. And again, it is between a 1 and a 2 weight. I do spin rather thin. Once you learn to spin thin, it is harder to go back up. I can do it when I'm really, really trying, but in general, my spins are very thin. Now with this one, when I spin my full hank, I make 2 singles, and I spin the 2 singles together to make a nice plied strong yarn. And you know, it's really hard to get the exact same amount of length and fiber onto both bobbins, so inevitably you always have a bobbin that has some extra once you're run out on the other one. So I always make a mini. Now this is chain plied, otherwise known as Navajo plied. And so it's just a little tiny bit thicker, but they do go together. It would be great like if you did like a shawlette with this one and then did like an edging with that, or just kept it as a little hand spun mini memento. Now this one here, I have caked up already, but this is yellows, pinks, blues, greens, your typical Easter egg, very spring kind of color. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you very much. I will get you wrote down in just a minute. Hello, Annie. Welcome in. It's wonderful to see you. And Denise, thank you very much. I will get you wrote down. Thank you, ladies. I have you wrote down. Right? Isn't that total Easter eggs? So pretty. Let's see. Now, these last two are not exactly even, but they are from, I took 2 fiber braids, not my dye, but my spin. I took 2 fiber braids that I really, really liked. I put one on one bobbin, one on the other bobbin, and made 2 hanks out of it. So one is got a little bit more fiber in it or yarn in it than the other. But these are very bright pinks, a little like a peachy orange color, and a little bit of a mauve color. But there we go. Oy. Thank you, Miss Tracy. Oh, that is so awesome, Tracy. I am so happy for you, honey. I know that makes you so happy. Oh, yes, the head can come off on these, but this one here, now if it was being made for a child, I would definitely sew the head onto the doll. But being that it is going to an adult human and it's going to stay with that adult human, I will leave her head where it is movable. So she just, you know, no matter where she wants to put it, she can pose her the way that she wants her. You know, because if you're going to have a sexy, sassy doll, you want to be able to pose her in a sexy, sassy way, you know? Okay, and now I have just a few hand dyed yarns. So these are $25 a hank. They are dyed with kitchen safe dyes, food colorings, or herbs, flowers, stuff like that. Things that won't hurt my ground when the water leaves my house. I also, of course, use citric acid, and I use some potassium powder just to make the colors stick and stay a little brighter. This one here is called Blue Lace Agate, and it is everywhere from a very bright sky blue to a deep navy blue. It's fairly true to what I am seeing on my screen. Now, I only have one of this one here. The variegated yarns. Yeah, I like the variegated yarns too. These two are self-striping yarns, and I did that by making them into a tube and dyeing each section of the tube, and then, of course, taking it out of the tube and hanging them back up. So it goes from, we've got a couple different greens in here. We've got a bright, bright blue and a navy blue. So we got those two there. And the name of this one is Magic Meadow. These are a 2-weight yarn, and there's approximately 393 yards per hank. Yeah, I thought it was really pretty, and I just wanted to experiment with the self-striping to see how it would work, you know, because with putting it in the sock blank, obviously you're adding some resist where the stitches are formed, so you do have little bitty white speckles throughout where the yarn was tight up on each other and the dye was not able to get in all the way. But because it does it throughout, I think it is a very interesting look. Let's see, is one of these loose enough? I'll never get it back in here the right way. But I will open these up so you guys can see. There we go. So there are all of our colors. So we have a very bright green, and then more of a bluey green, and then we have a navy blue, and then a very bright blue. Thank you, Miss Stephanie. Stephanie made a gorgeous top for her daughter out of one of my yarns, or a couple of my yarns. Cracky Terry, welcome in. Oh, is he? Oh, look at that. I was able to do it. Now that was luck. And this one here, I have 3 of. So that is definitely enough to make a shirt, as long as you're not, you know, like not a sweater maybe. I could probably make a sweater with it, but depending on your stitch and your size and whatnot. And this one is called Himdale. It's different blues and purples and just a smidgen of red here and there. All the Hey, Melanie, welcome in, sweetheart. I reach over you guys here. I also have been doing some candle making. And now I have consulted quite a few of my close and trusted peeps. Not that I don't have a whole lot of people in my life really, but you know, I consulted my very, very trusted ones, and the active consensus is it will be $35 for one for a candle this size. And that will include the shipping in the US. So we have her. And then we have this beautiful lady with the owl. Now, of course, they're not going to be absolutely perfect where there's no color where the cream color part of the candle is, but I will, of course, do my best to do as best as I can. And this happens with all of them in its own unique way. I have no control over that, but I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I love that effect. And then we have this one here. And I can make them a scented or an unscented candle for you. And of course, you do not have to burn them if you do not want them. And if you didn't want a wax put in them, or a wick put in them, I don't have to put a wick in them. And then between myself and the king, we have ordered the mold for this one 3 times. Out of those 3 times, we got a mold that actually worked once. But she is stunningly beautiful, in my opinion, and was worth the struggle to get her right. Now, if you're me, you look at her and you see a fairy. If you are religious in a more Christian way or whatever, you may see an angel. And no matter how you see her, she's absolutely beautiful. Too pretty to burn? I've actually burned a few of them already. I can also do them. Now this was just, I had some wax that I didn't need any more of this particular color, so I poured it in a mold to use for later. But I can also do them just like this, where it's just a colored wax and without the details. Isn't she beautiful? Oh, I need to come over here and hit that. Whoa, looking at this side. You guys are sending little things over here. I'm not on the YouTube side. And I just seen them when I came over here, but everything was moving so fast I didn't get to see very much of them. But that was really cool. And thank you to whoever sent them and that. Hopefully I'll get to see them next time. But thank you, thank you. No, I'm using candle molds, Miss Vicky. But you probably could use epoxy in them if you wanted. They're a silicone mold. Oh, this one here is actually green, Miss Stephanie. Let's see, right here. Yeah, it's like a pastel green, a minty pastel green. But isn't she pretty? Or did you mean this one here, Miss Stephanie? I'm sorry, you probably meant this one. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, I've never tried the epoxy. My niece is getting into epoxy stuff. Matter of fact, she's who seals the buttons for her mommy. When my sister makes those buttons that we now put in our special bag every month. The blue yarn. Oh, okay. Well, you're very welcome. And thank you to everyone that did the memberships. I seen that I missed a whole lot over here. I will check my fan funding thing before we leave and make sure that I have everybody wrote down. I will double check because I don't ever want to miss anybody. That is never ever my intention at all. I will show you the yarn in just a moment. And was, oh boy, all the yarn is blue. The yarn, please. I'm sorry. Oh no, Stephanie, you're fine, sweetheart. Okay, so I also made this one here where the leaves are green. Of course, the flower is blue. And then on top, I did some gold. And there's also a green leaf up here and a pretty blue flower. Very cool skull. And then a big blue flower on this side with a little bitty blue flower right here and some green leaves right here. I think that one turned out really, really cool. You turned all your pieces into jewelry and then gave it up and went back to crocheting. Well, you know, sometimes you do a craft just for a season in life. You know, you do it for a little while, you have fun doing it, and then, you know, you move on and find something else. I mean, I've done so many crafts that. Well, thank you, Chris. And then this one here, I painted the fingernails like a light purple color, and then gave the hand like a bronzing. And of course, there's the skull, and this one has a crown. So I thought that was really cool. I love working with beads. Beads is fun. Yeah, and I got like about $190 worth of molds in my Amazon shopping cart right now. I can't push the button. I don't have any money, but they're there. You know. Oh, I forgot to tell you this. These size here are going to be 25. The fairy angel. Okay, Miss Stephanie. Right, yeah. Thankfully, I have to push it a couple times to make it go through. Aren't they fun? I'm having so much fun with these molds. This one I did the pink rose and the green. And now up here, it was it's like a reflective white. So that would have showed up way better if I would have used a colored wax for the skull. And then I did a pink flower on that side. Hello, Miss Sherry. A minute behind again. Oh no. Okay, for the blue yarn we had the 3 that are blue, or we had the 1 that was blue. Well, thankfully, I've never pushed the button when I couldn't when I didn't intend to push the button. I usually what I do actually is um okay, so that's Hemdale. Hi, Zach. Oh, I can talk. We can talk later, Miss Stephanie. It's okay, honey. Okay, let's see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I have 4 of this one here. This is my takeout bag. So this is a great bag for a cake or a cake and a half. Wonderful for socks, but also great for, taking a scarf project along or just a one ball project. You can put it on your wrist. You button up your top. You have your yarn inside. Your yarn comes out the top. You can knit or crochet as you're walking around. You don't have to worry about putting your bag on the ground or anything like that. Don't have to worry about accidentally leaving it somewhere because you got distracted when you sat it down, which is for me a wonderful thing. And it's a great size to fit inside your pocketbook and have an emergency project with you at all times. Um, right now it's just emailing me because the website really doesn't have anything on it. I haven't spoken to Steve in months. I'm not sure what's going on with the website, and being that he doesn't charge me any longer, I'm not the type of person that's gonna like I don't know. I feel awkward about it. So I don't reach out to him to ask any questions or do anything, which isn't helping me any. I know I'm in my own way, but I'm kind of weird when it comes to that stuff. I can't help it. Hey, Nessa, welcome in, sweetheart. I wrote a book on conception. Yeah, I'm a very very independent person to the point where it does end up, harming me because, people didn't know that I needed help because I didn't say anything. Um, I realize that I am in my own way, but I am also very, very stubborn. And, you know, I'm Capricorn. I'm Italian. It's not my fault. Right. I had took me a second to catch up. It almost, but it rebounded and I caught you. Yes, I have a top tutorial for this one here. Yes, ma'am. This is the Queen's cable stitch. Oh, this is a hook and needle pouch. These are $25 shipping included. This is $25 shipping included. I always include the shipping, guys, because you know what? I hate paying shipping. So I just figure out what I need to get with paying the shipping and let you guys know that because I don't know. To me, paying shipping sucks. So I just put it all together. I have two sets like this. We have the tote bag. This is a medium sized bag, so it'll hold like 3 of the 7 ounce Red Heart Super Savers or 4 of the 5 ounce ones. Plus, it's got a notions pouch inside. I can add snaps to the top if you want snaps. I also do zippered bags. And this is a like a castle fabric. I did donate a bag to Diana D's make along coming up. So there is a chance at winning a bag from over there from me. That was a Japanese knot bag that I donated with a different fabric. But we have this. We have 2 Japanese knot bags in this fabric with the castles. Very Queen's Craft appropriate, right? And these are also sets. Now these are $45 and it's also $45 for the tote bag sets. Hello, Miss Cynthia. Nugs, my friend. It's wonderful to see you. Hello, Miss Linda. Let's see. I need to do the picker wheel with you guys. My friend's fundraiser thing, it hasn't hit the goal yet, but I don't, unfortunately, it's completely stalled out. And I do understand, you know, with the gas prices and all the prices of everything right now, it's out of control. Nobody has any extra money. I completely understand that. But I'm going to go ahead and pick this winner so that they can come back and hopefully take a look at this live, see some of the fabric that I have on, and pick the bag that they would like made. And thank you once again to everybody that did donate to that, whether they donated via the GoFundMe or if they donated via PayPal or something like that directly to me. Let's see. Let me double check. All right, it is up. All right, we are gonna shuffle, 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 shuffle. Shuffle up all those names and give her a spin. Oh, what the heck? Quit that now. Miss Rita. All right, guys, do me a favor. And if you see Miss Rita on the YouTube streets, either let her know that she has won or let her know that she needs to come and check out this live so that she can see that she has won so that I can make her bag. And thank you very much. I can't unfortunately contact her, so I rely on my friends in the streets to let her know to come on back. Mimo D. Hey, Dawn P. How you doing, sweetheart? And once again, thank you to everybody that donated to that. I know that the help that he did get helped out tremendously. He is still working towards school, and here lately, I think last week or the week before, he did get a part-time job. So that is awesome, and I hope that his job keeps going well and that he's able to finish school and start his new career. Because none of us want to work for anybody else if we can work for ourselves, and I know that that would be a great step in the right direction of making that happen for him. Just a reminder, I also have do-rags. So any of the bags that I make, whether it's the notions, or not the notions bag, the Japanese knot bags, the tote bags, or the zippered tote bags, I have in 4 sizes: small, medium, large, and blanket. So any of the fabric that I have, more than likely, if I'm showing it to you, I can make a set in any of those bags. So we have Winnie the Pooh. I absolutely fell in love with this fabric when I first seen it. I have made a few bags in it, and they turned out absolutely gorgeous. I love Pooh Bear, but Owl was always my favorite. My sister was an Eeyore fan. Now, this little guy, I forget what his name is. I got him because he was a special order for someone. They wanted a bag made out of fabric of him, but I don't remember his name, but he is rather cute. Just a little purple dragon. I think he's a dragon. Or he's like a goat. I don't know. But he's cute. We have loads of beautiful tulips in purple, red, pink. No, he wasn't the Land Before Time. He had his own show. I do remember that. I don't, might be Dinky. I'm not sure. I would have to ask Miss Nancy. I'm pretty sure. I remember who ordered the bag, but I don't remember what the creature's name is. Isn't that funny? We have some very pretty sunflowers on a checkered background. We have some Marvel characters, or not Marvel characters. Yeah, Marvel. Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk. Yeah, Marvel. Secret. There you go. That's who it is. Jen knows. Thank you, Jen. You had yeah. What she said. Figment from Disney. Okay. We have Maleficent. I've done quite a few bags with her as well. See, now I love Disney, but I don't think I've ever seen him. You had a stuffed animal of him when you were a little girl? Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I love fairies too, Lisa. Absolutely love fairies. We have mermaids. They're pretty. They're like a tealy green and blue mix. Very whimsical looking. Maleficent is so misunderstood, huh? Yeah, I've never seen the her cartoon. I don't think. Oh no, I did. I did. We have more Marvel characters done a little bit differently in this one. So we have on a red background or the white background. Although the red background is a little more cartoony, where this one looks a little bit more realistic while still being cartoony. We have some Star Wars. Darth Vader, Yoda, C3PO, or R2D2. He foul mouthed little character. Everything he said was bleeped out. And then we have some more Star Wars characters, Leia and Han Solo. I think that it's all Leia and Hans. Yep. Okay, he's part of. Oh, that's right. That's right. Hello, Michelle. Great to see you, sweetheart. I haven't seen you in a long time. See, I've never been to any of the Disney parks. Yoda is your favorite. Yoda is my favorite too. Although I do love Grogu now. He is so cute. Now this one here was ordered for Moose Mike over in the UK. Think it's Yu-Gi-Oh. I think it's Yu-Gi-Oh. Maybe Airbenders. No, I think it's Yu-Gi-Oh. I could be wrong. We have Stitch. I love me some Stitch. He is so cute. Lilo and Stitch was one, or Dragon Ball. There you go. Chris has got it right. Thank you, Chris. See, y'all keep me correct. Thank you, Cynthia. See, even if I don't know what it is, I'll order it for you and make a bag. We have some Christmas theme, which of course we don't need right now. Yeah, a lot of my fabrics I ended up getting because, people would contact me and say, "Hey, Bridget, I want a bag made with this kind of fabric." And even if I don't know what it is, I can Google search and generally find something. I find, a few examples of what they have asked for, and then I let them pick out the fabric that they want. They tell me the bag they want, they pay for their order, I make the order. As soon as it comes in, I cut and sew up the bag and out the door, generally within 24 hours of it arriving. I can't guarantee that every single time, but I do strive to have them out just as quickly as possible. And now I do make special order bags now instead of generally just making bags up, because having the bags sit here unloved just really kills my crafting mojo. When a bag goes out and makes it to a queen or a king that loves it so much, that makes my crafty cup just fill all the way up to the top and makes me want to keep crafting. But when they don't sit here, it drains that cup down to hardly nothing, and it is really hard for me to get motivated to craft. I don't know why that is. It's just how I am. And so it just works better for me if, you know, if people just tell me, hey, this is the bag I want. And making their dreams come true makes me very, very happy. Now, here we have some ravens or some crows and some roses and skeletons. Very wicked, awesome fabric. If the skeletons weren't as big, I would probably make a do-rag out of this one. It's very pretty. Hello, Deanne. Or Deanna, sorry. This one here is gorgeous. We have some beautiful cheetahs. And they look quite realistic to me. They look like as someone went out into the jungle and found them and photographed them and then put those photographs onto fabric. Just absolutely stunning animals. Now, I do have a lot of this fabric, so I can make just about any set or combination of bags that you would like. Do I have any Snoopy? I might, but if I don't, I can definitely order Snoopy. The king absolutely loves Snoopy. I made him a Snoopy in a Woodstock a few years back. We have some pinup style mermaids. Those are really pretty. Some ships. I think it reminds me of Ed Hardy's art. We have some pinup style sexy hula ladies. Aren't they gorgeous? They're Sailor Jerry. Me too, Lisa. Me too. Mermaids are awesome. We have some sparkly fabric. Now, this is a dark blue, not really a black, although there is black in it and silver. It's yeah, well, I guess you'd probably call them tarot cards. They have like phases of the moon and just different symbols on them. And it does have sparkles in this fabric. Woohoo, 2 months. Thank you, Deanna. And this one here, we have suns and moons. Very shiny, pretty fabric. Oh, goodness. Right, isn't? And I can also do like almost all of my bags other than the zipper bags are reversible, so you can have a cool fabric inside and another fabric outside or vice versa. This is the Mandalorian. Flip him the other way around, I guess. There we go. The Mandalorian and baby Grogu. We were just talking about him. I also made the king a Grogu when that pattern first came out before they took it down. Oy. Move these aside a little bit here. Whoa. I got them all in a tub because I was going to take them into the photo studio and take pictures for one of my girlfriends that wanted to order a bag but needed to see what I had on hand. And then I was like, well, I'm going live. I might as well I can just show them to you guys. And then I'll take the pictures and put them all away. And I've made a mess. Ugh. Put those on the couch. Pick those back up. Oh, I was going to show you guys the tank top. That is the tank top, and in my tutorial, I tell you how to make it for any size that you are or whomever you're making it for with any size yarn and any size hook. I tell you how to take your measurements and how to get that figured out for your personal needs. We have more of the Castle fabric. We have some skulls with some almost looks like, to me, it looks like it was like older wallpaper that someone came through and added some gothy skulls to it. I don't know. That's just what it reminds me of. I don't know why, but I think it's really cool. We have some beautiful African animals out in the plains, out in the safari. The elephant, antelopes, lions, lioness too, rhinos, giraffes. I think that's all I see. But those are really pretty. Mimi! Hey, sweetheart. I'm going to be cutting and sewing your bag up tonight. I have the fabric. I had some fabric picked out that I already had on hand, but then I happened to be going to the store the other day. I was walking down the fabric aisle, and a couple fabrics jumped in my cart, and they said that they needed to be made into a bag for you. So I will be getting that done tonight. I've just been so busy. I have been absolutely crazy busy in the yard with the animals. And here's some bigger animals, but we have baby animals. I love this fabric. I have made a few bags out of this fabric. I absolutely love it. This little baby elephant is just, oh. Thank you, Miss Mimi. I will get you wrote down in just a moment. I absolutely love making bags for people. And when I'm able to bless a friend or, a random person in the chat every now and again, it makes me feel very, very good inside. So I do it for very selfish reasons. We have some scarecrows. We get the lady scarecrow and the little gentleman scarecrow. This one here I thought was quite interesting when I found it. So I just had to have just a little bit because I've never gotten to travel the way I would like to. But this reminded me of like, like if I had a steamer trunk that went traveling with me, I would love to have like all the little stamps and stickers from the different countries and whatnot on that trunk. So when I seen this fabric, I was like, "Oh, look at that!" And I just had to. Hello, Miss Sandra. Welcome in. Thank you, Angela. I'm going to get you wrote down before I forget all about it. And we had one other one, Miss Mimi. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have some very pretty duckies. My ducks will look kind of similar to this when they grow up, but they won't have the blue bit on their feathers. But they will have pretty green heads like that. Well, the male will anyways, and the female will be a kind of a brown, lighter brown. And if you didn't see my video, I did get my little baby animals in, or my little baby birds. I got 3 ducks because they sent an extra one. Yay. I have, they're called khaki campbells. Khaki campbells. They're supposed to be an extremely friendly duck breed. We had them last time. Last time they were not friendly at all, but I've been spending extra time with them to hopefully make sure that they are friendly this time, because last time they weren't mean. They just didn't want anything to do with attention. And, I want to feed them and have them eat from my hands and be able to pet them every now and again or give them little scratches or whatever. I love being able to interact with my animals. For me, even if my animals are farm animals, right? They're making the farm money. They're utilized on the farm for some reason. I want them to be loved and well taken care of. Yeah, Campbell like the soup. They use them to teach dogs to herd. Yeah, the ducks are so sweet. I also got 2 African geese, and they were really sweet and sent 3 extra chicks. So I ended up with 9 baby chickens. I have the gray Japanese bantams. So they're going to be little chickens, but they're a very sweet breed. And the rooster gets a very pretty, like, fanned tail. I just love them. I think they're gorgeous, and they do make really good mommies. If one happens to get broody, I don't. She should be able to, hatch out and take care of the babes. Oh, the goose and the peacocks chase the bee. Yeah, geese and peacocks can definitely be um, very guard dog like. They definitely protect their domain. We have some kitty fabric. Now the eyes on these kitties glow in the dark. I figured that out, or I remembered that when I came out one night and I looked at my bag and there were little eyeballs looking at me. Quite unnerving until you realize that it was, a bag. And thank you, Deanna. We have some very pretty, it's kind of like, I would call it like a leopard print, but it's just wild colors, just very, very bright in your face colors. But I do have a good bit of that as well. I've always looked at it like kind of like of a cheetah print, but it's not really, I don't know. It's not really a cheetah print, but that's kind of how I've always looked at it. You need the kitty fabric? Well, just hit me up, Miss Lisa, and let me know, what size bag or what bag you would like, and I will get that made up for you as soon as possible. Mm. Let's see. We have this one here. Oh, upside down. It's got moths and skulls and kitties and the all-seeing eye and crystals and moons and just kind of all kinds of fun. That reminds me of Peter Max. I don't think I've ever heard of Peter Max. Right, yeah. It is a lot, and I think that's why I kind of had a hard time on my website is there was so many choices between bags and fabric and whatnot that I think people got overwhelmed. I don't know. Maybe it was just not the right time. I don't know. But we have this one here again, more of like a traveling theme fabric. That one isn't enough for anything. This one here, we have spooky houses and black cats and jack-o'-lanterns and spider webs and, Halloween fun, good stuff. Because spooky fun is fun all year round, at least in this house. Now, I couldn't make very much with this one, but I could order it again if it was wanted. I could do a small bag. But we have the Friends fabric. I made a bag out of this fabric for Niecy. We have maybe a dark leopard print, I guess. It's a spotted print. It's like a coppery brown and brown. The bag I donated for Diana D's make along is made out of this fabric here. So if you really like this fabric and you don't win the bag over there, you can always come and get it over here. So this one's moons and mushrooms and kitty cats and stars and all kinds of spooky wonderfulness. Excuse me, guys. I will be right back. The hell? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure this out for some reason. My page is not pulling up correctly. I'm sorry, guys. I hopefully I got that taken care of now. Fucking disgusting piece of shit. Excuse my language, but fucking nasty bastard. I'm sorry that you guys seen that. I tried to get it gone as fast as possible, but yeah, there's nothing showing. Like, I'm not sitting here like with my flesh all out. So I don't know what the hell his or her problem is, but he needs to take it the hell on to somebody that gives a damn. Because, excuse me, I'm sorry. This is the fabric for the creeper. This is the fabric the creeper needs right here. Jesus needs a little Jesus. And I'm not even a religious person, but nasty. And just think, that creep hugs his mama with those fingers. Okay, we have some pretty cardinals. Aren't they beautiful? I love pretty birds. Nature's wonderful. Thank you, Miss Mimi. I love you guys so much. And I'm sorry that by coming to my chat, you end up having to read that junk. I don't understand, why that loser thinks they need to come spend time with me. Thank you very much, Miss Mimi. I have you wrote down. I love you guys too, Miss Lisa. Y'all mean the world to me, and I wouldn't I'd be lost without my YouTube friends and family. Honestly, the real ones, the ones that don't, the ones that actually come because they truly love to hang out and support and spend time. Y'all mean so very much to me. I don't have a social group outside of YouTube. So spending time with y'all and having someone crafty to talk with means so very much. So thank you very much for spending your time with me. We have Miss Sally and Jack the Skellington. Now, I have never watched this movie, simply for the fact that claymation makes my skin crawl. It gives me the heebie-jeebies like nothing else. I don't know why, but it does. So I've never seen the movie, but I hear that it's very good. We have some beautiful, look at those little fairies. Look at that. Aren't they gorgeous? I still need to make myself a bag with this fabric. I definitely do because, oh, they're gorgeous. We have a dark-haired one over here. We got a blonde up here. Another little blonde. Oh, little hedgehog. I love hedgehogs. Aren't they wonderful? Thank you, Miss Cynthia. And then on this side, we have some little bunny rabbits and some snails and more mushrooms. Gorgeous ladies. Thank you, Chris. Hey, Jen. Oh, these guys are beautiful. Like, we have some beautiful little puppies. Look at the puppies. I love the little smash face puppies. Oh, and then this is either a cocker or a Springer Spaniel. It's a spaniel of some sort. And a Yorkie. Got Dachshund. Aren't they beautiful? Hello, Miss Wanda. Welcome in. Oh, I don't have very much of this one left, but I could make a small bag with it. Aren't they beautiful? Brown bears, black bears. Just gorgeous. Such magnificent creatures. They're so intelligent. Well, thank you, Miss Rebecca. I very, very much miss my Joanne's. I spent so much money at Joanne's. Yeah, I love the bears. They're so pretty. And then these ones are a little cartoony, but we have a whole bunch of kitties. I personally like the more realistic looking animals, but every once in a while when I see a cutesy, like cartoony animal, I will pick it up just because, I can't buy all the fabric. How freaking far do I need to take this? Anybody that accidentally gets bopped because of this jerk trying to get in, I am very sorry. I do realize that some of you have not been subscribed to me as long as the rest of you, and I am very, very apologetic, but I cannot let this loser in. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that he keeps coming in and he can't take a fucking hint. Another one of my very favorite animals in the world. These are loons. I used to listen to the loons sing every morning when we went up to Canada with my grandparents. I have so many wonderful memories of hearing the loons out on the lake, singing and calling for each other. They're such beautiful animals. Sandra Hot Lips. Oh, Jesus. There. Hopefully that will take care of that problem. Hello, Leanie. Welcome in, sweetheart. We have Cinderella dancing with her beloved prince. There we go. Very channel appropriate fabric. Well, I'm hiding, blocking, reporting, putting in timeout, doing it all, and YouTube just doesn't seem to be strong enough to keep losers like that at bay. I don't know. I might have to get a hold of YouTube and figure out what I can do that's stronger than that, because it's absolutely ridiculous. We have some very funky tie-dye sparkly fabric. And again, I am very, very sorry for anyone that hasn't been subscribed long enough to still be here at this point, and that is not him or her, whoever it is. Miss Wanda, please email me. It's queenscraftsbybridget at yahoo.com. That way that you can tell me exactly what size and style of bag or set that you would like. And it'll give me a reference place to go back to, because my memory is total hogwash. I will take pictures of all of these and put them up on my community tab, so that you guys can go and look through them again at your leisure and let me know if there is a bag that you would like to have, like I said, or a do-rag. I can do the do-rags as well. Now, this fabric here, I actually used as a curtain out in my sunroom, and it is only appropriate for very large bags, but I could only probably do one or two. And I say it's only appropriate for large bags because the dragons are so large. There we go. And, you know, we wouldn't want to not get the dragons in because we had too small of a bag. You know, they are beautiful dragons. Very fierce looking. I like this guy right here. Well, thank you, Miss Mimi. The king's always picking on me and telling me he's waiting for me to grow my hair out, or every time I go get a haircut, he's like, but I thought you said you was going to grow it out. He knows better. He just likes to pick on me. We have a little bit of some spooky. I think might have had another piece of that one earlier. I don't have much of this one left because I recently put it in a bag for someone. But I could do one fairly large bag with this, or maybe two smaller bags. And they're pinup boys. Very sailor-like. I thought they were really cool. And hopefully the person that I made that bag for will understand why I sent that particular fabric for them. Oh, I love this one. We have unicorns. Let's see, straighten that out just a little bit. There we go. So we have unicorns and rainbows, and there's a little castle in the sky there. A pretty bird, some real pretty trees, some deer, and some little baby animals. So we have an entire unicorn family. This one's pink and blue. This one's blonde and pink. And then the baby is like a pink and gray. I'm so happy, Rebecca. That made me so happy that you guys like your bags. It really does bring me a great deal of joy to have bags in the hands of people that like them, really enjoy them. And we have some very pretty butterflies. I plant flowers in the yard specifically for the butterflies. I also plant flowers specifically for the hummingbirds and the bumblebees. Speaking of bumblebees, I have just a little bit of this fabric here, which is some very cute little bumblebee bees. This fabric here goes really, really super well with the Winnie the Pooh fabric. I put them opposite of each other once or twice. Looks really cool. Or doing this on the top bit and the bottom bit of the bag and having Winnie Pooh in the middle. Very pretty. Now this fabric here I have bought several times because every time I see it, I just absolutely have to have more of it. I absolutely think it's beautiful. And now these are some pin-up ladies, but kind of gothy. Very sexy ladies. And their bustiers or their corsets. I love a good corset. And that back tattoo. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? And then someone had ordered this fabric for a bag. We have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in this fabric and in this fabric. So even if it's your favorite sports team or your spouse's favorite sports team, and the tote bags also make good market bags. We have some beautiful butterflies. Again, this is a fabric that I have used several times because I absolutely love it, and butterflies are wonderful. Thank you, Dee. We have some very pretty cross fabric. Now, I did get this fabric initially to make a custom bag for a friend of mine, Miss Crochet in Agreement. I haven't seen her on in a while, but I made her a bag in this fabric here. Isn't it beautiful? Now, I'm not a Christian woman, but I do think that it's very beautiful, and the messaging is very beautiful as well. We have some wine, because why not? Let's see. This one here is Blue Dragons. So I don't know if you can, there you go. Hopefully you can see them. So they're like dragons flying through like the night sky. So the moon is there. You can see the stars up in the sky. Very magical looking fabric. I think it's one though that shows better in person than it does on camera. Last shoot she was taking a break. Yeah, it's unfortunate. She is such very talented lady, and you know, she was also very, very sweet lady. I unfortunately don't have the time to reach out to all the people I would like to, you know, and I'm kind of shy to be honest. We have the phases of the moon on this one. So if you're into astrology, this one would be a real nice one. And this is like a peachy pink color and black. And this one's kind of it's a different fabric. It's still cotton, but it's not this kind of cotton. It's more of a soft, almost kind of feels like microfiber, but that one's got all the pretty things on it. I really love moths. I love butterflies, but I really, really love moths as well. Same here, Lisa. Cheesehead all the way to the day I die. I have been to training camp. I have been to the games. Oh, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, this one's gorgeous. And we have baby farm animals. So we have cows and chickens and sheep, piggies, ducks. I think that's about it. But all the little baby farm animals. I also have on the way already, the king kind of spoiled the surprise. I am getting a mold for one of the little fluffy Highland cows. So I can also make Highland cow candles once them come in. We have a very Alaskan type fabric. We have moose and wolf and bear. So Alaska or Canada. Probably Canada as well. Yeah, I've definitely seen moose up there. I'm not sure about wolf, but I've definitely seen bear up there as well. I had a scary experience with a bear a couple different times while in Canada. One time, one locked me in the he trapped me in the outhouse till the dogs chased him away because I wasn't coming out while he was out there. Now this fabric here, I initially had bought for Granny D. I made her a bag in this fabric because I seen squirrels and I went, oh my God, Granny D. And I went a little crazy and I bought a couple fabrics just for her and made her a couple bags up and sent them off to her. Because, you know, Granny D has been around probably just a hair longer than I have been. But I met her because of our wonderful Crystal. And we have turkeys. Now, my little baby turkeys should look something somewhat like this for the male and like that for the female. If we have a male and a female, and that's if the guy told me the right breed and they're not a mixed breed. they should look like that. But aren't they pretty? See, I love snakes too. Oh my goodness. I was out giving Tiny water the other day. I was hooking up a bucket so that he can drink out of a nipple out there because I went out there and he had spilled his pool. So I was very worried about him not having any water. While I was filling up his bucket with water, um, I found a little bitty, I mean, itty bitty uh, praying mantis. I mean, a little thing could just like sit on the tip of my pinky. It was so tiny. Oh, so cute. I wish I had my phone out there with me, and I didn't. I would have taken a picture. It was so cute. We have some very pretty butterflies. It's a little funky, so it's a little hard to see the butterflies, but there are butterflies there. A great big one right here. We have some beautiful peacock feathers. I believe I made Dee a bag with this fabric here. And I think I also made her a bag with this fabric here. Beautiful peacocks. A blue one and a green one with some beautiful flowers. Hello, Diana. Welcome in. You're never late, sweetheart. You are exactly where you need to be when you need to be there. Thank you for stopping by. And you know what? With being here now, you didn't you got to miss our trolley friend that comes by. We're finally getting close to the end. I know, I've got a bit of fabric, and honestly, this isn't even all of it. I have a great big giant bag out there yet that I just have never really gone completely through. It was a gift from a friend, and I just haven't taken the time to go through and sort it all. I need to get that done. We have some big blue leaves. There we go. I think that's very pretty. Have a very patriotic one with the American eagle, a bald eagle, beautiful bird. And then we have some ghosts. We have the Disney Villain Ladies Edition. So we have Maleficent and the Evil Queen and Ursula and what's her name? Cruella. Ursula here. I had a girlfriend in like the 4th grade, and I used to go, Ursula, and I would take off running down the hall, and she'd catch me, and boom, she'd throw me up against the wall. It was so funny. Like we were very rough girls. Oh, you're so welcome, Michael. You're so very, very welcome. And I hope that you understood why I sent the second fabric. I figured that you would appreciate that. And hopefully you did in the manner that it was intended, because it was sent with all the love in the world. Now, like I said in your note, that bag, that set is completely custom to you. I manified it for you because I know, the fellas got bigger hands, so snaps and stuff like that are a little harder. But I put the bigger snaps on there for you. So now this fabric here is one that I really, really love as well because I am very, very much into Chinese architecture, Japanese architecture. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And I find these buildings to be just works of art. They're absolutely works of art. Oh, that's awesome, Michael. That makes me so happy. I checked my pirate ship earlier today and I seen that it had arrived, but I knew being a P.O. box, you might not see it for a few days, but I'm glad that you have it. Now, this fabric is really, really cool. It kind of looks like smoke, but then you also have some skulls coming up out of the smoke. Very kind of creepy, kind of cool, where like if you want to kind of get away with having, skulls on you without having everyone maybe realize that you have a skull bag. This would be a great option for that. Well, thank you, Mimi. I do try. My thing in life is I want to treat people the way that I would like to be treated. So I try to treat everybody with dignity, love, and respect. Now, do I get ornery sometimes and cuss a little bit out because people are being perverted jerks? Yes, yes, I do, and I definitely I'm not a sweet Southern belle unless it's appropriate to be. I'm also a bulldog when I need to be. So but I just don't like to be if I don't have to be. I would rather just enjoy life and be happy and put goodness in the world and receive goodness from the world and just enjoy life. It's so much better than all the bleh, you know anyways, we got a beautiful farm layout here. Oh, isn't that beautiful barn and a really nice tractor, an old truck. I love those old trucks and cows. Oh, I love Holstein cows. Absolutely love Holstein cows. I would love to get one of them little miniature fluffy cows. Eventually, I do plan on having one once we have more land cleared because, they're just too much. Now, this fabric here I got because of, let's see, where is she? There she is. Right there. Lady. But I got this fabric for the wonderful, I made Jill from Fiber Floozy. I made her a bag with this fabric here because Jill is also a great big Lady and the Tramp fan. Lady and the Tramp was one of my favorite movies growing up. I always loved Lady. She was my absolute favorite, and I actually had a Cocker Spaniel when I was a small girl. So, right, the red truck and the cows. Oh, let's see, is that upside down? Nope, it's right. Okay, so we have a beautiful ocean underwater scene. So we have sea turtles and a bunch of tropical fish, some coral reefs, some dolphins. Aren't they beautiful? You had a dog named Lady. Oh, I love it. Good night, Tammy. I didn't see. I'll have to go back and read all the chat. Honestly, I did miss a good bit tonight, but I will go back and reread for anything that I missed. But if it's anything super, super important, please do just send me an email. That's just the best way so that I always have a way to go back and check because with my memory, I don't ever want to forget something. I would feel horrible. We have some beautiful little kitties. I know our wonderful yarn barf would love a bag with these kitties. Hello, Lisa. Welcome in, sweetheart. We have some great big giant sunflowers. Aren't they beautiful? On just uh, it's like a sunflower field, an entire sunflower field. So there we go. We have some beautiful little honeybees. And it says, let's see, Bumblebee. Just says Bumblebee over and over again. Mark can't talk now. I'm sorry, Mark. I do apologize. Now, ladies, fair warning. These ones are woohoo. Look at these cowboys. Mm-mm-mm. It's because I've got it so that the you had to be subscribed for like 6 weeks because there was a really bad troll in here again tonight, and unfortunately I had to keep moving it back and blocking them and hiding them and all that over and over and over again before finally we were able to get him to be out of here. I do apologize for anybody that cannot chat because of that, but it was because of a troll, not anything else. And like I said, I do apologize. Thank you, Chris. Thank you so very much. But I am not one, I don't really like boys with the six packs, or men, obviously men, adult men. I don't like the rock ones. I like mine a little fluffy, but these ones is pretty to look at. Right? I mean, woo, that's a cowboy right there. All right, guys, that's all the fabric I have. Ugh. The yarn I have, hand spun, hand dyed, whatever. There's never, and the candles, of course. Like I said, there's never any pressure or anything like that. I am not one of those high pressure salespeople. If you've seen something you like, if you know of something that you have in mind that you would like, get a hold of me via email or messenger, however is easiest for you, and we will work it out, and I will get you your bag and your fabric as soon as possible. I do too, Chris. I really love my fabric. I love playing with it, and I'm gonna hopefully get a skirt or two made up for our little mini vacation. Right, Diana D, wipe your chin. Yeah, they were schmexy. Yeah, when I was out doing the barbed wire today, I put a hole in my skirt. Ugh, it got caught on the barbed wire. I was walking past it and the wind blew my skirt in that direction and not happy. Not happy at all. And I know I've said it a couple times now. I will get the tutorial out to you guys. I just have not had time to re-edit lately. By the time I get to sit down at night, my brain power is at minimal. And to to edit, I need at least half battery on the brain power. Because every single time, it's like the first time I did it, I have to figure out how I did it last time. It's horrible. Other than the volume, I figured out the volume. I know how to do that. And the put the picture in the video, I can definitely do that. But the cutting it down and moving it around and speeding up and yeah, I was thinking I might just put a little patch there, or it's at the bottom of the skirt, so I can put like a patch on the inside and just kind of sew it down a little bit, and it'll be okay. But I really like this skirt because it's really long, goes all the way down to my ankles. So like if I go on the motorcycle with the king, I can grab the back of the skirt, like I can bend over, grab the back of the skirt and pull it up in between my legs, and then get on the bike and not have to worry about my underbritches showing off to the entire world, or worse. You know, we don't want that. We're not trying to be that kind of motorcycle rider. Yes, I do. Let's see here. Let me grab them real quick. Okay. This one here is the Royal Cake Sack. This this bag is made for like if you have like a big Karen cake and you don't have, I don't have cake cozies that go on ones this big. Oh, that's so awesome. I love it, Michael. But this one here will hold like a Karen cake. Like if your ball band comes off, you don't have a cake koozie, or you're going to take your cake in and out of the bag. You don't want it to fall apart, look icky, whatever. You put the cake in the bag. There we go. I have, this one's sitting in here crooked, but I have a panda yarn. Well, look at that, Michael. It's appropriate. We got panda yarn and we got a panda husband here. But this is my panda yarn. It was a gift from a friend, and it fits in this bag with room to spare. Like I can fit, a whole fist in there next to that cake. So I can definitely put a bigger cake in there. And it comes with drawstrings. You can run your yarn out the side here or out the middle and the top. And then you just move your beads down and your cake's not going anywhere. Now, this is my small Japanese knot bag. Now this bag will hold like 2 of the 7-ounce Red Heart Super Savers, or 3 of the 5-ounce. Yeah, there you go, Michael. Start dropping those hints. In 25 years, congratulations. That is awesome. Let's see. Not sure. Well, okay. I have it in this fabric as well, but here's a medium knot bag. Okay. Here's the small knot bag. So you can see the size difference. Now this one will hold 3 of the 7 ounce or 4 of the 5 ounce. This is my large one. Now, it's hard to do this without so many more hands. That's the size difference in that one. And here is the blanket bag. Now, this bag will hold enough yarn to make a king size blanket. This one will hold enough yarn to make a queen size blanket. This is like a shawl or a sweater size. This is your hat, scarf, beanie, smaller shawl, going to somewhere overnight project bag. I also have hook and needle bags, which you can get in drawstring or snap or zipper. Now, all of my bags are 100% reversible except for the zipper bags. I could look and see if maybe they make a zipper that's a zipper on both sides. But unless I found that, I would not be able to make a zipper bag completely reversible, but you still could have pretty fabric on the inside if you wanted. This is my 100-gram cake bag. It's great for your 100-gram cake, your hand-dyed yarn that you buy that you want to keep nice and tidy and neat inside your project bag. Once you have it hanged up or caked up, it's wonderful to put in this bag. You can either snap it crossways from each other and have a nice big opening in the center, or you can cross it cattywampus and everything stays locked up nice and tight. This again is a great bag for inside your pocketbook if you're just doing like a little one cake project that you're like, maybe you're making a pair of socks. This is great for that. And again, these are reversible. This one here is little pink elephants on both sides. Right, yeah, it'd be a great bag for tatting. The takeout bags make great spinning bags as well, so you can hang them off of your wheel, put your fiber inside. Let's see. I also make tote bags in all 4 sizes. So we have a small tote bag, medium tote bag, large tote bag, blanket tote bag. And the tote bags you can either get in tote or zipper. It is $5 extra for the zipper bag because it does take a good bit more time to put the zipper in, and it's a little bit more fiddly. Oh yes, all my bags are reversible except for the zipper bags. I do that because, you know, if you have a naughty and a nice side, but you don't necessarily, you like, say you go to a family function or not, maybe a family function, a work function or whatever, and you don't necessarily want your naughty side flying, you know, let's say, I don't know, your work would have a problem with a witchy-ish type bag, we'll say. But you like your witchy type bag. So you know, you're going to a work function, you want to take your bag, but you don't want to offend anybody. You have a pretty fabric, a nice fabric on the inside, and then you put it on the outside. Also great if you, have a funny sense of humor and you want some, you know, uh, plants on your bag, or you want little middle fingers, or you want something that says to kiss your backside, or whatever you want, whatever your spicy side is. If you want to be able to look inside your bag and see maybe a cowboy butt or whatever that is, whatever your naughty side is, you can have your naughty side on the inside, but have a for an appropriate bag to show everybody on the outside. And if you're like me and you don't care what people have to say about the things that you enjoy in life, you wear your naughty side on the outside. No, I'm just playing with you. Right, inside and out. You can have the naughty side on the inside and the outside if you really want to. Well, there you go. That would be an idea. I will have to get together with you with that, Miss Karen. I've been meaning to get back with you, and I've just been so busy. I keep myself busy, though, because, if I'm busy, I'm happy. I have things to do. My hands are busy. My mind is busy. I'm happy. I really enjoy having creative things to make. And, sometimes I run out of things that I might need, but still want to make things, because I've got a bag full of bags, and I just made some more bags. They were custom sizes and whatnot specifically for our camping trip and what we needed in our camper. But I have a few bags now. I've definitely become the bag lady. You know what? We need to get this done. And let's see. There we go. Okay, there we go. There it came back. We need to pick us some automatic entries for tonight. And while you guys are writing the word bags, if you want a free chance to get into the draw, please do type the word bag and bags. While you're doing that, I am going to double check, make sure I haven't missed anybody that sent anything tonight. Because I definitely don't want to do that. I would feel awful. Miss Cynthia. Miss Cynthia. Thank you, Miss Cynthia. Stephanie and Mimi. Okay, we got everybody else. Awesome, awesome, awesome sauce. All right. Oh, let's see. Miss Leanie, can you pick a number for me? 1 through 31. that isn't the number 26 or the number 6. Bags for Mark Snoopy. Okay. I will look up some Snoopy fabric and let you know what I found and let you pick out the one you would like be. $29. All right. There we go. Number 29. We've got yarn. I will go pick out some yarn. Oh. All right, we have a cake of Yarnspirations Bernat Pipsqueak Stripes. It is a number 5 bulky, 100% polyester, 9.8 ounce cake, 280 grams, 284 yards. I do believe I have a second ball of this in that tub. I will search for it after the live ends. If I do have another ball of it, I will add that as well. Let's see. Does it have the name of this one? Daffodil is the name of this one. It is a bright yellow, a pale yellow, a brightish green, a white, and then it repeats the bright and pale yellow, and then the brightish green again. It looks like it might be 2 shades of green, a lighter green and a brighter green. Yes, lighter green and a brighter green, and then a white. So very pretty. And this does make a very squishy, lovely little play mat for baby. It's a wonderful play mat for baby. It is a little hard to see the stitches with this one. My recommendation is to double strand it with a 4-weight acrylic, Red Heart Super Saver, Yarnspiration something, nothing fancy. It will give it a little more structure, and it makes it just a smidgen easier to see your stitches. And then you can use a great big hook and crack out a project in no time. Let's see. Okay, we're going to go on over to the giveaway tool. We got 21 entered. So we are going to go ahead and draw. Now, I cannot see the chat screen while we are drawing names. So if you have anything important, please do hold it or repeat it when we get back. Congratulations, Diana D. And thank you all very much for spending time with me tonight. I know we went a good bit longer than what we normally do. Congratulations, Stephanie. And again, I apologize for our rude interruptions and unfortunate people not being able to chat because of those rude interruptions. I hate when good people get punished for bad people's misdealings. Jen Reeves, congratulations. I have 2 more to go. Noelle, congratulations, sweetheart. All right, 1 more. Fiber Jazz Rebecca. If you guys don't know, Fiber Jazz Rebecca and Matt the Rockin' Crocheter go live on Thursday night. It's a little bit later of a live if you're on the East Coast like I am, but it is always a good time. So if you're awake, I do suggest you go and hang out with them. They're always showing lots of amazing crafty fun. Not only crochet, but sometimes diamond painting, sometimes coloring. It's always a nice place. And they have a very cute puppy named Paco. I just love him. Thank you all very, very much for being with me tonight. I never know exactly what I'm going to do when I come on from week to week. I kind of fly by the seat of my pants, but you guys always hang with me, and I appreciate that. Yeah, I definitely wasn't planning on being on for 2 hours and 17 minutes tonight. But, all right, I am going to get on out of here. But until next time, I truly hope that you are all crafting your happiness. I will see you somewhere out on this YouTube streets. And if not, I am definitely thinking about you. It is going to be a very busy week, so I'm going to be a little spotty here and there on the streets. But I do try to lurk as often as I possibly can. So until next time, I love you all.